What's up, YouTube? My name is Oren the Wrestling Guy, or the Good Cousin, and this is my first attempt at starting a wrestling YouTube channel. That's right, I want to do weekly reviews of all WWE shows, well, most of them, and also all other organizations like New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling, Ring of Honor. But the first video I wanted to do is more of an editorial, more of an opinions video about what happened this past Monday night, what transpired actually, and to one character in particular. I'm talking about Becky the Man Lynch. And I want to make, before I begin, one thing perfectly clear. I have nothing against the people themselves, all wrestlers, either be male or female, it doesn't matter. What I have a problem with are the characters they portray on television and the way they are shown to the audience at home and the people watching over there in the arena. And here's my problem. Becky Lynch is now the dumbest person I have ever seen on WWE television. And I'm about to tell you why I think that. Let's take you back a little bit, shall we? Night after the Royal Rumble, she comes out, she challenges Ronda Rousey. She has the audience, she has the people in the palm of her hand. A week after that, she comes out, Stephanie McMahon comes out, and she says, well, congratulations, Becky, you did it, you're going to WrestleMania, but I see you have a problem with your leg, and we want you to see a doctor to take a look at that, and we want you to see a physician. And she goes like, no, I'm not going to do that. Last time I saw a doctor, he cost me my match at Survivor Series. And Stephanie just goes and tells her, well, listen, Becky, you gotta see a doctor. We're concerned about you. We want you to have the main event at WrestleMania. Go see a doctor. Check your leg. And she goes like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. No way, no how. So Stephanie does the reasonable thing, and she says, well, listen, if you're not gonna take care of yourself, you leave me no other choice. We have to suspend you until you do see a doctor and get an examination so we can evaluate the severity of your injury. And Becky just loses it. She loses her mind. She starts beating her up. She's starting to really stop a mud hole in her until Stephanie, in an attempt to defend herself, kicks her in the leg. And then everybody can see that Becky's injured. She's limping on her leg. So she's suspended, right? We go over to SmackDown. The show starts with Charlotte. Out of nowhere comes the suspended Becky. Comes in and she wants to attack Charlotte. And then Triple H comes in and says, listen, you can't run amok. You're suspended until you see a physician. Go see a doctor, get the clearance, and then you'll have your match at Mania. She goes on again. No, I'm not going to see a doctor. I'm not going to do that. So Triple H said, what is it? Maybe you're faking it. Maybe you're scared of facing Ronda Rousey. Which is a stupid thing to say, but whatever. So she slaps him across the face. And then just walks off. We then turn to this Monday night. And they're all in the ring. And Triple H says, well, during this past weekend, your doctors, the doctors that Becky chose, spoke to our doctors. And they have confirmed that there is no major injury to her leg. So in a week's time, she could just rest it up. She'll have the clearance and she's all set to go to Mania. And then they say, listen, Becky, we also want to apologize for any inconvenience that has been caused to you by us. If you feel that we have caused you any harm or any damage, we do sincerely apologize. And then they say, there's just this one thing you need to do. You need to apologize yourself. So we can just get by this, just past this, and then move on in a much clearer path towards WrestleMania. Becky just gets all mad, and she goes like, what? I knew you were going to try to screw me. I knew you were going to try to screw me again for my title. I never trusted you, McMahon, you and your old man, and whatever. And Triple H says the most reasonable thing that anybody can say. Listen, we wanted to make sure you're capable of competing at WrestleMania. We were fearing that you had a major injury. We wanted you to see a doctor. You refused. We asked you again. You attacked us physically. And then we even apologized after you did see a doctor. So all you gotta do is just apologize, and you don't even want to do that. So if you don't do that, you're not gonna get the match. So they go through the entire show with people trying to talk to Becky about, maybe, just lower your damn pride, lower down your ego, be a man and apologize. And then they have people like Finn Balor, and they have people like Alexa Bliss, and they have people like, I don't even care, because the two people that were supposed to talk to her, the two who basically have the most closest connection to her, Sasha Banks and Bayley, they never even spoke. Why wouldn't you have the two horsewomen talk to Becky in this pivotal moment? So we cut to the chase. We go into the end of the night. She stands in the ring with Triple H and Stephanie, and then she goes, I don't trust you. I never will. I never did. But I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Then Ronda Rousey comes out. They announce the big main event, and then all of a sudden Vince McMahon shows up, and he's like, Becky, I don't like your attitude. I think you're arrogant. You attacked my family, your bosses. So you know what? You don't deserve the match at Mania. Hell, I'm suspending you for 60 days. And you know what? I'm going to put someone who has more respect to the company and to the bosses themselves. I'm putting in Charlotte Flair. Now, ever since then, people have been talking about, I can't believe there's another evil boss figure in WWE again. I can't believe that. And I'm the only one that says, oh my God, Becky's a moron. Seriously, Becky just came off as the biggest dumbass she could have possibly be. I mean, look at the facts. She was injured. They asked her to see a doctor. She refused. They asked her nicely again. She refused again. They didn't want to compromise her position, so they said, listen, until you see a doctor, you're suspended from competition in order to not further your injury. She attacked them physically. She got suspended. 2 days afterwards, the next day on SmackDown, Triple H again. Listen, you gotta see a doctor. She doesn't do that. She slaps him in the face. We come over to this Monday. They tell her, listen, we're sorry. We know you saw the doctor. We apologize. They sincerely apologize. And Becky goes, great, where's my match? And they tell her, listen, all you got to do is just apologize yourself. She won't even apologize. All she has to do to get her match is just apologize. And that's it. But no, she's too stubborn and too egotistical to do that. And then at the end of the night, she goes like, all right, fine, I'll say I'm sorry. I don't even mean it, whatever. I'll say I'm sorry. Vince McMahon, the only guy with the balls, just shows up and says, you know what? Because you're egotistical and arrogant, you don't deserve this. And he's absolutely right. So as a fan, as a viewer of the show, how am I supposed to feel compassionate towards Becky if all she's done till this point is act like a dumbass? I don't see it. And now people are saying that Vince is once again an evil heel figure. What are you talking about? He's the only guy that makes sense. I've heard other voices saying, hey, I mean, okay, fine, but suspend her for 60 days. She's going to miss WrestleMania. She attacked her bosses physically. She should have been fired. She's lucky to get the 60-day suspension. Now, we all know it's all storyline and whatever, and then basically, I know she's going to make it to WrestleMania, but this was a bad storytelling by WWE. Like, through and through. What they should have done? Classic example. No Way Out 2006. Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton. Rey puts the championship opportunity on the line. Randy Orton beats it by cheating, and then Rey gets added in the match. Same scenario. You go to Fastlane or whatever. You put Charlotte against Becky. Becky puts the title shot on the line. Charlotte weasels her in, cheats her way to win the match, and then Becky still gets added in the match, and we get a triple threat. Easy as that. Easy as that. And I'm just dying to see what happens next. How they're gonna dumb this thing even further. Now the thing is, I don't hate WWE. I'm a wrestling fan of all kinds. I'm talking WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I enjoy the product. But when you put stuff like that in front of me, how could you blame me for trying to bash it like I do right now? But all I'm trying to say is just a little bit of constructive criticism. I mean, for the love of God, stop turning Becky into the dumbest woman on earth and do a better job at storytelling. That's all I'm asking. Do you agree with my opinion, or do you think that Becky's in the right here? I'm dying to know what you want to say, what your opinion is. Hopefully this will be the first of my many videos for me to do reviews on the weekly shows like Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, NXT, also New Japan Pro Wrestling shows, Ring of Honor shows. Let me know in the comments and subscribe, hopefully. See you next time.